Green Future unlocks AI, carbon credits, and tech for farming.
The name of the company, of course, is Spiro Carbon, and they are dealing in carbon credit. And then what I'm talking about more is about the philosophy than their actual technology, but I'll explain that briefly. They are able, with the use of satellite data that covers every square foot of the world, every square meter, for those of you not where I'm from, and they can mark off and tell how much chlorophyll is being created in that location. And the presence of chlorophyll means that something green is growing, and that naturally sequesters carbon. There's a value of that in the carbon markets now because of these SDG goals that carbon credit markets have opened up, and big companies are buying carbon credits to offset the carbon they produce. A lot of times, the problem with producing carbon is that somebody says, I'm going to sequester carbon, I'm going to grow stuff, and then they say, and here's the carbon credit, put them on the market and sell them. So who knows how well that works? But again, most of us can't go out and inspect the farm. To be able to get the food to help us meet our carbon reduction goals, they've started certifying this. They can look with the satellite. It's an amazing process. Their AI can calculate from a satellite picture, and they're updated on a regular basis. And all they need to do is go to the farm and then map out where the farm is, go to the corner of the acreage, stand there and push a button on a phone. Go to the next corner, push a button. And you do that until you have mapped the exact geo coordinates of your property. And it can be any size farm. It can be a small 1 acre farm all the way up to major industrial farms. But mostly the big ones already have many things in place for this. The smaller ones are the ones that can really help. And they picked Thailand to do this, and rice. The reason why is it's quite an organized system. I think everybody knows that rice is grown in a wet place where they can flood the field with water. It turns out that makes methane. A methane is 25 times more deadly than the carbon dioxide. And so to cut the methane and carbon dioxide, instead of flooding the field continuously, they flood the fields. That always sounds funny. I live in a desert. I'd never flood a field. But they flood the fields twice during the year, and that cuts down the carbon and methane produced immensely. So they're getting a savings in cost of whatever operation they have to do to make the farm be flooded, and they're helping the environment. Then, because what they do sequesters carbon, they're able to have legitimate carbon credit. And because of the satellite looking at it, they're able to turn that into data that can back up, so that if a carbon credit is worth X, it's now worth X plus because it's certified. It's like having a good housekeeping seal on your food, or that this has been certified. The government says this is good stuff, whatever that kind of thing is. But this is the private operation that does this, and it also returns back to the investors who helped put these things in. And it turns out where the project is running right now in Thailand, it's very organized that all small farms belong to co-ops and associations, and they basically all answer to what the Department of Agriculture said, Ministry of Agriculture in Thailand.